So welcome to my new non-music channel. This is my channel where I'll talk about all the other shit in my life that is not music. And to start, I figured I'd do like a rideshare video because I've been doing this for a few months, and people are pretty curious about it. You know, how much money you make and if it's worth it. Blah blah blah. People do crazy shit. I'll try to make this short. Basically, it's freaking awesome. I mean, I've averaged consistently for about, I don't know, maybe 2.5 months. Comes out to around $30 an hour. Now, I might make 100 an hour. I might make 15 the next hour. You know, if I go way out of the way and have to drive back to like downtown Austin or something like that. But it's consistent, $30 an hour. If you're making way more money than that and that's not worth it for you, then don't do it. My whole thing is about having free time and doing things when I want to do them. So I can I can put it on for 5 minutes, and if I have to pick somebody up, cool. If not, I'll shut it off, get back to whatever I was doing. I do Lyft, Uber, and Fasten. Fasten is like a local Austin one. They have Rideshare Austin too. I don't do that one. I might do a follow-up video, get more like in-depth with stuff, but basically, all you got to do is be friendly, polite, and like clean. You know, if your car's clean, hopefully it's not a gas-guzzling pig, or you won't make much money. If it's a nice gas-guzzling pig, you might make up for that in tips. You know, people who have like a really cool car, really big and comfortable, they might tip you more. I'm assuming. I'm driving a friggin' Mazda 3. Which is pretty tight, but, you know, people deal with it. You know, there's 3 people in the back, it's not that huge, it's not a huge problem. But, you know, where else can you go out whenever you want, work 3 hours a day, and add, like, over 30 grand to your income? You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. For me, it's like a little supplement. It gives me enough of a buffer so I don't got to take really, really shitty gigs, although I'll still occasionally take a really, really shitty gig. But I highly recommend it. And one other thing, I'm going to share my referral codes, and if you use them, that's cool. If you use someone else's, that's cool. But I believe these are, as far as rewards go, they're the best ones out there. And also they get worse and worse as time goes on. The referral codes, the bonuses, whatever you want to call it, were much better before when I started. So you want to hop on this now. I'm doing this video, it's like the beginning of December. So I mean, you can do it for extra Christmas money if you got a tax bill coming up. But I'll probably do it for a while. I'll probably just keep doing it. You know, sometimes I'll do it for a few hours. Sometimes I'll do it for 1 hour. I'll probably average around an hour a day. So, highly recommend it, man. And just real quick regarding the apps and how they work. Fasten pays the best, but they're, of those 3, they're the least popular. And although they pay the best, you know, that you only start to see that if the trip is like, you know, $8, $9, $10. On like one of these little rinky-dink $4 trips or something like that, you don't see it. You don't see a difference. Uber's the most popular, and I believe they pay the least. But they're slamming, man. Like, you're gonna stay busy all the time with Uber. I live up North Austin. Lyft seems to be more popular up here. So I just pulled in my driveway. And you know, at different times they might have different incentives. You know, you might have. I'll have to do another video and get into some specifics with each app. Yeah, man, give it a try. At least do it. If you have like one of these referral codes, like I said, if you use mine, I get a referral benefit as well. But I'm not doing this for that. This is just one of the topics that I've been asked to discuss. I'll be doing shit on everything from nutrition, freaking steroids, travel, you know, you name it. And anything that I do in life that I think might be interesting or of benefit to someone else. So I think that's about it, though. Give it a shot. Fasten an Uber, Lyft. Well, if you're not in Austin, Uber and Lyft, and just get your paperwork together. You know, you need your you need like a 4-door car. You need a pretty clean record, I guess. Obviously, insurance, and it needs to be registered. And you got to take pictures of all that shit. So see what you're gonna need. Do all that stuff first, so you're not running outside, getting your plate number, running back in, running outside, taking a picture of your registration, all that stuff. But yeah, man, I highly recommend it. It's a very, and people are cool. After like maybe 800 trips I've done, something like that. I haven't had one incident. Actually, I had one drunk girl that was aggravated that it was a carpool. She denied doing an Uber pool, and there was a couple in the car. And she put in the wrong address. So I was like, look, I can't take you. You know, I can't. The whole carpool system works. It's contingent upon where the other people are going. So she like jumped out of my car. She was pissed. And then there was one Indian girl who, and I mentioned she was Indian because I pick up, there are a lot of Indians here going to school or in the tech industry, working at like Dell and stuff like that. And they're generally the most like polite people in the world. But this one girl, it was rush hour traffic, and she was just pissed that she was late. And she kind of like jumped out of my car. She just seemed kind of pissed. But that's like as bad as it's gotten. No fights, no threats. No one's puked in my car. Nothing like that. So anyway, I dig it, man. People are cool, just hanging out, talking. It's almost like hanging out at a friggin' bar and talking to people. And you're getting paid like $30 an hour, give or take. Last thing that I would recommend would be to not go out in rush hour. You only get like 15 cents a minute to wait. Don't go out in rush hour, and don't frickin' wait for these people. If someone says, hey, can I stop at Walgreens on the way there? Yeah, but I can't wait for you. Oh, I'm just running it. No. I can't wait. I'm sorry. I give them some thing about the app scheduling rides based upon the original time of the ride, time frame of the ride. Because I've had people, just last night, I had a moment of weakness, and I told these dudes we could stop at their hotel. They fucking went up there, took a shower, changed. They came out in completely different clothes, talking about like how they were trying on different shoes. And I was like, dude, I probably lost like $10 waiting for you, So don't wait. And rush hour traffic, you're waiting. You're stuck in rush hour traffic. And if you're going to pick someone up in rush hour, the ride can be canceled if you're like 5 minutes late with no cancellation fee. And if you have someone in the car, you might think, oh, I'm getting paid for this. But you're getting $9 an hour to be sitting in that traffic. And, when you talk about whatever you wasted in gas and whatever you could have made, you know what I mean, in that hour where you're just getting 15 cents a minute, it's definitely not working. I mean, if that's the only time you can do it, then so be it. But I stay away from that. The best time is when the clubs get out. Yes, the traffic's bad, but you're making like 2 or 3 times the money, and people tend to congregate in certain spots. Like in Austin, it's like, 7th and Red River. So like you just kind of ride over there, and it's like ding ding, you pick someone up right there, and you can kind of get a bunch of them within that club closing hour or two, and you can usually kill it on those. So if I don't have a gig, or if I have an early gig, which is usually the case, that's what I'll do. So I don't know. I'm gonna put my codes below the video because the incentives will change. Like I know one of them was 200, now it's 150. And I suggest hopping on soon, just to see if you like it. If you don't like it, don't do it. But at least try to reap those rewards now before they just dwindle to nothing. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later.